Alright, what it is, people, it's your boy Igor Yu-Gi-Oh! We are back with another deck profile. This time we have the second place Ryzeal Mitsurugi, runner-up YCS Orlando deck profile. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. We are back from YCS Orlando. Pretty good experience, but let's get into the deck profile. So for the deck profile, we played a 42 card main deck count. We started off with 2 Amino Mitsurugi. You could ritual summon this card with Mitsurugi Ritual. If this card is special summon, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can activate this effect. Your opponent can discard 1 card, or that effect is negated. If this card is tributed, you can add 1 Mitsurugi card from your deck to your hand, except Amino Mitsurugi. Then you can special summon this card. You can only use each effect of Amino Mitsurugi once per turn. So play 2 of those. 1 Fit Futsu Mitsurugi. You could ritual summon this card with Mitsurugi Ritual. If your opponent summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can target 1 reptile monster in your graveyard, except Fitsu Mitsurugi, special summon it. You can only activate this effect of Fitsu Mitsurugi once per chain. If this card is tributed, you can add 1 Mitsurugi card from your deck to your hand, except Fitsu Mitsurugi. Then you can special summon this card. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we played 2 Mitsurugi Saji. If this card is normal special summon, or if this card is tributed, you can add 1 Mitsurugi spell / trap from your deck to your hand. If another reptile monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can tribute this card instead. You can only use each effect of Mitsurugi Saji once per turn. So play 2 of those. 1 Mitsurugi Kusanagi. If this card is normal special summon, or if this card is tributed, you can target 1 Mitsurugi card in your graveyard or banishment, except Mitsurugi Kusanagi, add it to your hand. If another reptile monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can tribute this card instead. You can only use each effect of Mitsurugi Kusanagi once per turn. Then we played 3 Mitsurugi Ritual. This card can be used to ritual summon any reptile ritual monster. Activate 1 of these effects, but you can only use each effect of Mitsurugi Ritual once per turn. Ritual summon 1 reptile ritual from your deck by tributing ritual monsters from your hand or field whose total level is equal to the level of the ritual monster. Ritual summon 1 reptile monster from your hand by tributing up to 2 reptile monsters from your hand, deck, or field whose level is equal to the level of that ritual monster. Then we play 2 Mitsurugi Prayers. When you activate this card, you can also tribute 1 reptile monster in your hand or field. Apply 1 of these effects, or if you tributed a monster at activation, you can apply both in sequence. Add 1 Mitsurugi monster from your deck to your hand. Take 100 damage. You special summon 1 Mitsurugi monster from your hand or graveyard, but it cannot attack directly. You can only activate 1 Mitsurugi Prayers per turn. Oh, we play 3 Mitsurugi Prayers. Then we play 1 Mitsurugi Great Purification. When your opponent activates a card or effect, tribute summon 1 level 5 or higher reptile monster. Negate that effect, and if you do, destroy that card. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 reptile monster in your graveyard, special summon it. And if you do, tribute 1 other monster you control. You can only use 1 Mitsurugi Great Purification effect per turn, and only once that turn. 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, the most generic hand trap in the game. 1 Bestial Magnemite. 1 Bestial Drill Swarm. 3 Drolling Lockbird. 3 X Ryzeal. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending 1 XE monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. If summoned this way, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except rank 4 XE monsters. You can only special summon X Ryzeal once per turn this way. If this card is normal special summon and you control no other face-up monsters except level / rank 4 monsters, you can add 1 Fire Thunder monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of X Ryzeal once per turn. Then we play 2 Ice Ryzeal. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard. If summoned this way, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except rank 4 XE monsters. You can only special summon Ice Ryzeal once per turn this way. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 Ryzeal from your deck, except Ice Ryzeal. You can only use each effect of Ice Ryzeal once per turn. Then play 1 Node Ryzeal. If you control XE monster in your field or graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If summoned this way, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except rank 4 XE monsters. You can only special summon Node Ryzeal once per turn this way. You can send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target 1 Ryzeal monster in your graveyard, except Node, special summon it in defense, but negate its effects. You can only use this effect of Node Ryzeal once per turn. Then we play 1 Sword Ryzeal. If you have a Ryzeal monster in your field or graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If special summoned this way, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except rank 4 XE monsters. You can only special summon Sword Ryzeal once per turn this way. If this card is normal special summon, you can add 1 light power monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Sword Ryzeal once per turn. Then we played 3 more Charming Swallows, basically draw power, Maxi's little brother. Each time your opponent will search summon from the deck or extra deck, immediately draw 1 card. So basically this is a defensive card to slow your opponent down and make them think about their plays, and some of the times make them pass turns. So it's a pretty good hand trap. You should have 3 bonfire, add 1 level 4 or lower power monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 bonfire per turn. 1 call by the grave, target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, and if you do until the end of the next turn, its effects are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects on the field monsters with the same original name. 1 pot of prosperity, pretty spicy. Banish 3 or 6 cards of your choice from the extra deck face down for the rest of this turn. After this card resolves, any damage your opponent takes is halved. Also, excavate cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards banished. Add 1 excavated card to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. You can only activate 1 pot of prosperity per turn. You cannot draw cards by card effects the turn you activate this card. 1 Ryzeal Cross. You cannot exceed summon monster with the same name as the card you control. You can target 2 Ryzeal cards in your graveyard, except Ryzeal Cross, place them at the bottom of the deck in any order, then draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of Ryzeal Cross once per turn. Once per turn, when a monster effect is activated by your opponent resolves, you can detach 1 material from a Ryzeal XC monster you control, and if you do, negate that effect. Then we play 2 Triple Attack Silence. This card is the God card right here. If your opponent has activated a monster effect during your main phase of the turn, activate 1 of these effects, draw 2 cards. Take control of 1 monster your opponent controls until the end phase. Look at your opponent's hand, choose 1 card from it, shuffle it into the deck. So play 2 of those. And then we play 3 Infinite Impermanents to end the 42 card main deck count. So for the extra deck, play 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Chaos Angel, 2 Eclipse Twins. Let's read this card. For this card's XC summon, you could treat rank 4 monsters you control as level 4 monsters for materials. You could detach 1 material from this card. This card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase of the turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you could target 2 other rank 4 or lower XC monsters in your graveyard, special summon 1 of them, and attach the other as material. You can only use this effect to Eclipse Twins once per turn. Then we play 1 Evil Sworn Exciton Knight, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Haggard Lizardos, 1 King of the Pharaoh Imps, 1 Mirror Logic Aggregator, 1 number 6 Dugaris, 1 Ryzeal Detonator, 2 Ryzeal Dual Cross, Dual Drive, 1 Super Saw Sled Typhon, and 1 Tornado Dragon. For the side deck, play 3 Artifact Lancia, 3 more Charming Meows, 3 more Charming Perelia, 3 Nibiru Primal Being, and 3 Solemn Judgment. So that is it for the runner-up, second place Ryzeal Mitsurugi deck profile. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy YUGIOH. Let's get to 10K subs. I appreciate it and I love all y'all. Let's keep the grind going. We out.